Yeah, I heard you two were together. Willie, maybe just go over to his house and ask what's up.
Not gonna ask a question I already know the answer to. The guy's a jerk.
Hey, maybe he has a reason for keeping his lights on. You don't know until you ask.
Oh, I know. He's my father-in-law.
Wait, what?
Maybe your wife could talk to him.
Screw this nice guy stuff. This is war. Maybe you could rig up a drone with laser pointers.
Well, you gotta wait a week to figure this out, or it's gonna be an awkward Christmas.
Don't have to worry about Christmas. We aren't spending the holidays together since I rooted against the Cowboys at Thanksgiving 2 years ago. His idea.
He won't spend the holidays with his own family because you rooted against his football team.
Yup.
Why are you changing accents in the middle of it?
Okay, why are you not trying? How about that?
I am trying. I'm a dude.
Why are you always on my case?
Ugh, I just don't like your performance.
Come on, where's the holiday cheer around here, guys?
I don't know.
We gotta finish up the script.
I'm over here trying to grind. She's got to... Everything I do.
You see what this director's got to deal with?
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host. And his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning, hello, and welcome to the KVJ Show. Here we go. Getting to that weekend. Today's Thursday. Had our big old office Christmas party last night. Lots of fun sweaters and shirts for the holidays. Jaybird is today cultivating what may be his best Christmas outfit yet. It's got lights, working lights, not only on the shirt but on the hat. Pretty impressive as he nimbly moves and maneuvers around that chair. Look at him. Those pajamas, right?
It's a onesie, so yeah.
Oh, it is a onesie. Okay.
Technically,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It must be tricky if you got a poop emergency.
Well, if you have a bad back and a poop emergency, which both could happen at any minute.
You may throw your back out and spoil yourself in the same second.
In the condition you're in, fiber should not be in your diet.
Oh, doing anything small. Brushing your teeth, walking, it's all terrible.
That's rough.
It is.
Jaybird is here in spirit, but yes, physically, if you're watching KVJ TV, you can see that his back is definitely seems like it's holding you back a bit.
It is holding me back for sure.
But that is an adorable onesie.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to keep the spirit alive.
Okay.
It's so cute.
Thank
Was
you.
that Walmart?
It was. I went to Walmart yesterday before our party, and that was a bit of a struggle. It should have been a 10-minute trip. Took about 3 hours. It felt like it was a long time.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, but they are running out of onesies. Be careful. If you are trying to get your holiday onesie, you better get it now because they're running low.
That's a good holiday tip right there.
My favorite one will be debuted tomorrow.
Really?
Okay.
Well, you're going to end out the year pretty
It's
solid, huh?
It's my favorite one.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how you top what you got on right now.
You don't. That's a pretty awesome outfit.
He believes he can.
Thank you.
What will you wear
challenge.
tomorrow? I can't wait.
It's got to be pantsless.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
You ask.
It's got to be. That's the only way you can top this. If you want to see Jaybird's outfit right now, very holiday, very festive, just dial up KVJ TV. You can go to YouTube. Just search for The KVJ Show, and we are right there.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, Kate Gosselin. You remember her from Kate Plus 8?
I
John
do.
and Kate Plus 8 before that?
Well, John's doing the interview circuit as well.
He is, and I guess they've been fighting. Imagine that.
They've been fighting for 15 years.
They have been fighting for 15 years. What happened to Kate yesterday? Looks like the courts are coming down on your homegirl. What did she do? We'll tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, though, it looks like Mark Anthony's yacht erupted in flames at the Miami Marina.
Oh my gosh.
He was luckily not aboard the boat at the time, but several crew members were. It caught fire and then capsized right there off of Watson Island.
Wow.
Footage showed the yacht like in flames and then them putting it out, and then it's just completely destroyed. Oh my gosh.
That means you have to book 10 more nights at American Airlines Arena.
Yeah, poor thing.
Yeah.
How will he recover?
Yeah.
In other news, Denise Richards had to undergo emergency surgery to repair 4 hernias. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
You know, she's a Real Housewife of Beverly Hills now, and we like her on the show.
Oh, we do.
We do. We like her.
I just want to get our official vote.
She is adorable and likable and down to earth and all the things.
That's so nice.
She said this is just a good lesson for her and for everybody to listen to your body. She was in pain for a while and thought her symptoms would just go away, but they didn't. They kept getting worse, and she's lucky she went in there to figure it out, or it could have been really bad. 4 hernias. How do you get 4?
I was born with one.
Yeah?
I kept on getting like bad stomach pains, and then I found out right before my 6th birthday that, oh, you have a hernia, and on my 6th birthday, I had my hernia operation.
That's fun.
Fancy.
It was very fancy.
Happy birthday?
I have a scar. You guys want to see it?
Oh, yeah.
You can't. You're in a onesie.
You're right.
If you show us your scar, you show us everything.
It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
And yes, finally here, what did Kate Gosselin do that got her in trouble? She was just found in contempt of court after filming her kids without work permits. I guess she was ordered to pay all this money in legal costs to John, who pursued her in court. And now she's been slapped with strict conditions for any future filming. She still owes him $25,000 in legal fees on a previous court battle. So these two definitely still hate each other.
Who enforces those kind of things, Virginia, when that happens?
I think you have to pay. And
Okay.
if you don't pay, they garnish your wages.
They do, okay.
Because she's definitely still working, right? Isn't she still doing TLC stuff?
I hope not. But I don't know. I'm sure she probably is.
Yeah, I don't know. She's banned from filming the kids. Is she just doing it by herself? I don't know. That's weird.
Okay.
Maybe she's filming the kids to try to pay the $25,000.
Right.
And then she got busted for filming the kids. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Maybe.
I don't think TLC wants her without the kids.
No.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Little Smiles Holiday Toy Drive. We are helping thousands and thousands of children all across South Florida and the Bahamas and everywhere this holiday season. Your help is so needed and so necessary. You can just make it easy on yourself and make a donation right now. Text to GIVE. Just text the word GIVE SMILES to 44321. No donation is too small. We'll take $5, $10, whatever you got.
And ladies and gentlemen, we only have 5 Dirt of the Days left in the year.
Wow.
5 dirts.
Count them down.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Take that off the nativity calendar.
Yes. We're watching, Mama. We're watching every story.
This is his advent calendar. He can't wait.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on.
All right.
Sorry. I
We're
messed
done.
it up.
For viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it's the time of year where you might hear the concept of cancel Christmas thrown around a little bit.
Aww.
Those really bad children. I don't know. Maybe sometimes it's deserved. I don't know. Here's, I believe, a viral video that is going around of a naughty kid.
Yeah, and he accepts that he's been naughty.
Is this Rocco?
No.
You didn't sneak in my crib?
Oh, I know. Could you believe it? I find it hard to believe, too, that you got some stuff.
He went to the wrong kid's house.
Why is that?
Because I was bad. He bring me presents. That's not right.
What do you suppose we should do?
Should we give him away?
No.
No, don't give them away. How about that? A kid that actually is like, man, I shouldn't have gotten presents. I get it.
Well, it sounds like his parents have been telling him all along you weren't getting nothing. And then Santa just gave him stuff and
It totally it sounds like his parents are like, "You've been a bad kid this year."
Yeah. There you go. So, interesting. That's what's up there today. I believe a little bit later on today, we've received a few emails. So at about 7:30, we will be discussing some kids and whether or not their Christmas should be canceled. So I know some people would heard our discussion that Virginia had been talking about with Rocco, and so they're like, I've been thinking the same thing with my kid. Maybe it's my parental duty to step up and cancel Christmas.
I have a parental, kind of a holiday question for y'all too. You guys are parents. You guys should be able to help my friend out who's listening right now.
I can't even help myself.
Okay.
I'll try to help your friend, but I am failing.
If my friend is listening, go ahead and turn off the radio then.
Yes. We'll deal with that coming up at 7:30 this morning. If you've got your own problem, you can dial it into the KVJ Show, and we'll give you our thoughts on it.
Looking for what's going on in South Florida? Sign up for our KVJ e-blast and stay connected.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Jaber, what you thinking about today?
Parental question. Now, my buddy's listening. He lives out of state. He lives out in Mississippi, your old stomping grounds, in the Biloxi area. That's why I always talk about Biloxi.
I loved my time in Biloxi. It's very backwards, but it was lovely.
That's the first casino I ever went to.
Okay, which one?
I was 18 when I went.
Beau Rivage.
He went to Unlucky's. Everyone's guaranteed to lose.
It was weird because we went to Biloxi and we met people from Florida there. It was a weird story for another time.
Okay.
But, okay, so here's the deal. He's got a 6-year-old kid, and my buddy loves Christmas. His kid is petrified of all things Christmas. We're talking the snowman, Elf on the Shelf, Santa Claus, and my buddy goes, between you and me, my kid's kind of ruining Christmas for me and my wife, and it's making it kind of awful. The kid doesn't want to celebrate it and is horrified by it. I mean, the talking reindeers.
Why?
I think it's the talking stuff. The kid doesn't like talking snowmen, doesn't like talking reindeer.
Talking parents.
And it's freaking him out, and he wants to know what to do to try to make this kid not be so...
The kid would hate this talk show.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A kid's definitely not listening.
I don't know.
Come on, give him some advice.
He's got to try to he's got to figure out what his kid's hot button is. Every kid has something that makes them happy and something they love. And you got to figure out a way to take that kid's hot button. Maybe it's sports. Maybe it's monster trucks. Maybe it's, I don't know, dirty jokes. You got to figure out how to take that kid's hot button and incorporate it into Christmas and get him pumped.
Father Ralston?
Yeah, I think it's just find what it is that he's into, do more of that, and then the stuff that freaks him out, do less.
Well, yeah, I just think Christmas is everywhere right now.
Tell the kid to grow a pair.
Yeah.
Is that a common thing? Are a lot of kids scared of Christmas time?
I think yes.
I think
they're
kids
afraid
are.
of characters, and they're afraid of the larger than life. Santa is intimidating to some kids.
I mean, in the kid's defense, a talking snowman, a snowman comes to life and is walking around. Kind of horrifying. And kid, I get it when it comes to the Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah.
That whole concept.
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm a grown adult, and that
makes perfect sense.
horrifying.
Yeah.
Our elf finally moved. I mean, the thing was lazy and didn't move for 3 days. Finally, it moved last night.
Is
Rocco kicked him.
I think ours is drinking and just really slacking on the job.
Well, I think he's just I can't get through to this kid Rocco. This kid Rocco he's not nervous.
Go to the bar at that point.
Rocco outsmarted him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not alone. I saw this today. About 1 in 7 people don't like Christmas. Maybe that kid's included.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, so think about it. Some people don't have family to celebrate, and they see all their family celebrate, and they're like, oh.
True. Some people had a tragedy happen around Christmas, and so they're like, forget it. I always associate Christmas with that pain.
Kind of like the movie Gremlins. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's tragedy with the one girl, and that's why she hates Christmas in the movie Gremlins.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
I forgot the plot.
Oh, it's kind of a depressing part of the movie, honestly.
Gremlins, by the way, kind of horrifying.
It's not the best holiday movie.
I tried
Don't
to
show that to the
it.
6-year-old.
No.
I put it on for Rocco and Mags, and I was like, oh my gosh, when they're in those incubation, crater things.
How about the part where the one gremlin attacks the mom in the kitchen with the knives?
Horrible.
It's very scary.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I feel bad because yesterday I left here, and I've just been reeling, trying to fight getting sick all week, and I've been winning as long as I've been sleeping.
Okay.
So I went home, and I slept right through the company Christmas party.
Me too. And I was there.
Am I in trouble?
We covered for you every time like a door was closing. Oh, there goes Virginia. She's pooping. You just missed her. Oh, Virginia just went out to her car. We covered you.
I just feel bad because I love a Christmas party, but my voice was shot. I was snotty and gross.
Everybody was asking where you were at.
I'm sure they weren't.
They were not.
Yeah. I think honestly what, a holiday party is and should be, and hopefully ours is the same, is that it is a reward. It is a gift for you. And I understand, showing face and all that stuff to be like, I'm very appreciative of the gift and thank you. But, if something happens, then it should be like, well, unfortunately, she couldn't claim her gift. It's supposed to be a reward for you.
I want to give a shout out to whoever was in charge of the food last night, whether it was our boss, Elizabeth. I don't know who picked out the buffet. They had a taco station. And I love me a taco bar.
Oh, yeah, right.
You do.
Well played, my friends. Real well played.
Yes. I went over to get one, and I think Tracy St. George had rearranged the letters, and it said cat, so I thought they were serving kittens. So.
Cat meat?
Yeah, I was like,
No,
we're really cutting back this year.
I'm going to pass on the cat taco.
They changed it to the word coat. And I got blamed for it. The person working there goes, "Oh, you got to change the sign again, are you?" Like, what are you talking about? You changed the sign.
Oh, the shenanigans.
When you're dressed like that, everybody thinks you're up to shenanigans.
I was actually got to dress down. I only wore my Christmas Yoda shirt last night. It's kind of fancy last night.
You were popping. A lot of people commenting on that. That was a big fan favorite.
And when he says a lot of people, he means Dennys.
Okay, here's what I got on my mind. This is the kind of good stuff that teachers should be doing in the classroom. Stuff that makes you pay attention and things you will never forget. There was a teacher in Idaho that did an experiment that showed bread that was touched with unwashed hands and bread that was touched with washed hands. They basically put them in plastic baggies, hung them up to see what would happen. And the piece of bread that was touched with the unwashed hands got moldy way faster than the bread that was touched by clean hands. I saw the photos, and you could see like a handprint on the bread, and the other one that had been touched by clean hands was fine. So that anyone who is a germaphobe lets you know anyone who does not wash their hands, it gives you, and you can look at the photo, and that's what you're putting on somebody else's meal that they're about to consume.
I can't believe there's still some places that will make food without gloves now. It's amazing that's still, you see it in a lot of mom and pop places where they will not wear gloves, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to eat that. That one picture you showed me yesterday has been burned in my brain.
Oh, my gosh.
The Uber Eats driver with the Uber Eats bag of food, and the guy is pooping.
He's in the stall, and you can see his pants are down around his ankles. He's clearly sitting on the toilet, and the Uber Eats bag that has, I guess, presumably your food in it, is sitting right there at his feet.
Whether that's a real photo or not, you know what happens.
It stays with you.
There's no way that does not happen. And with all of these Johnny-come-latelys doing the Uber Eats, they're not all doing it right. They're not washing their hands. They're probably pooping with your food.
Yeah.
You're right.
So there you know. You can go see that. It's a viral post that is out there in the photos. I'll grab it and repost it up there because it's one that when you see it, you're like going, okay.
It's disturbing.
It's powerful. But what a great lesson from a teacher, though.
Yeah.
I thought really, and that's the kind of stuff that, that's why to me, when you find a good teacher like that really can do an impactful lesson that teaches you and sticks with you, then those are the ones that we got to pay.
You're right.
I don't know if it was a new video or not. It was definitely a different video, and there's a few of them out there, but it was this big giant, it looked like a tunnel rat, just crawling all over these donuts. The place was closed.
Yes, I saw it.
It's a newer one.
He was in the case with the donuts, and it's nighttime. The donut store is closed, and the rat was just having his way with all of these different donuts. It was like a rat buffet.
If you work there and you don't see that video, you're just serving those donuts to people. No one would ever know.
Yeah, no, you don't know. It's the gamble you take. But
makes you just want to cook at home.
It really does.
Yeah. On the teacher paycheck thing, good news. I saw that Broward and Palm Beach County teachers are likely going to be pulling record high paychecks in the coming years.
Nice.
Yeah, they got these new taxes approved, and teachers are asking their school districts for raises up to 5%. That's on top of the average 7% that most teachers in Broward and average 14% most teachers in Palm Beach County are going to be getting for a 4-year property tax. So I think that's some cool stuff, and it's long overdue, too. Don't be like, oh, we're paying our teachers too much. No, not in Florida. The National Education Association research shows that Florida teachers who earn an average of $48,395 a year still make the 4th lowest salaries in the country.
If you're a good teacher, you should get paid as a good teacher.
No doubt. Absolutely. So at least a little bit of help is on the way. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, we got more alternative holiday dinner topics. If you were watching the news last night, you know that there was a historical thing that happened in the U.S. government. A lot of people will probably be trying to talk about it on Wednesday, and if you're sick of it and want to change the subject, we're going to give you a ton of great ideas for topics so you can do that coming up next. That's why what we'll do here today is we'll add to our growing list that we'll put on the KVJ Show e-blast here that you can get into your email inbox, just of a whole list of some goofy topics that you could bring up so you can discuss anything but presidential impeachment.
I got a ton of them, and I got for different types of crowds, too. I got some you can ask with the kids in the room. I got some if it's just adults, want a little adult talk.
Okay, yeah.
For example, this one could be a fun one for everybody.
Yeah.
What would be your buffet from hell? You have to give me 5 items that you absolutely loathe that would be on your buffet from hell.
That's a good topic.
And everyone kind of talks about it. It gives everyone a little bit of their personality.
Yeah.
Kids could play it.
What would be one item for you, Virginia?
Lima beans. That's my least favorite food.
Yeah.
I hate them. I think they're dry and meaningless.
We can agree on that. I hate lima beans, too.
They're awful.
Olives would be on... Oh, I hate olives.
Ooh,
olives look like gross buttons.
I love olives.
Me too.
With a little bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, like a good cheese. Sharp. Ooh.
Speaking my language, Virginia. Yeah. I would go, again, cranberry. Sorry, that's one for me.
Cranberry is weak.
Yeah.
I love cranberry.
I know Virginia does.
Homemade, not in a can.
My dessert would be circus peanuts, this big orange, gross, fluffy.
Yes.
Nobody likes them.
Gnarly. Not good at all. Yeah. Let me see. A couple other topics. That's a really good one that you could do. There's a whole bunch of goofy ones that you can throw out. You got anything else, Jay Bird,
I
that you
got
want to
too
discuss?
many.
Yeah,
Probably one of them will probably shut me
here's
up.
with a couple more. We'll wind up sending these out on the e-blast.
Would you rather have your taste buds be in your butt or never be able to taste ever again? Those are your 2 options.
So if I want to taste something, I have to eat it rectally?
You got it. Or you
You
never...
can't eat it. You just have to rub it up there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's how you eat it, and that's how you taste it. Or you never taste anything again. You could have the best Christmas dinner. You could have that figgy pudding you love, but you can't taste it. It tastes like air.
I'm going to shock you right now because I'm going to tell you that if I could change the way I am right now, I would take this. And let me tell you why.
You take what?
Taste buds in my behind instead.
Okay.
I'm going to explain to you why this is the right concept. Because if you want to taste something, you're going to put it in a place where the calories are not going to go into your body, yet you still get the enjoyment of the flavor, which is fantastic. You would have to, yes, of course, consume everything in the privacy of your own bathroom because that would look really weird if you started, just cramming items into your behind during dinner with the family.
Unless that became the new normal.
If everybody was that way, that'd be the case, but I assume you're the only one going through this.
You are.
I think if you live alone, you can make it work.
I think even not. I mean, for me, this is great because, I eat functionally for fuel that is going to have my body look good, run well, and sometimes taste buds are actually the enemy of that because you're like, this doesn't taste great, and you would rather taste something that is delicious. So if the taste buds are in my behind, I can still enjoy the flavor, have those go to the receptors in my brain, and get the enjoyment without the calories and the fat.
I disagree because in my head, the taste buds are in your butt. You have to consume the food that way, and you do put on calories.
Biologically, you can.
Well, I mean, for the sake of the game.
Do you get butt teeth? How are you going to chew?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well, that's how this game... You have a curse now, and the only way you can consume food is that way. What are you going with? You got to make it hard. It can't be... You found a little hole in the plan.
Literally.
Yeah.
Very little, yeah.
You keep putting food up there, it's not going to be so little. We'll stretch it out.
That could be the downfall of this, yes.
For me, I mean, taste buds.
So does that mean you poo out of your mouth?
That is a fine question.
Okay.
This is just taking a turn.
See how much fun these topics will be around the dinner table?
Isn't that better than...
People will be like, hey, can we talk about presidential impeachment?
Isn't that better than the impeachment? You got people talking. Look, you're thinking.
I'm grossed out.
Yes.
And now I don't want to eat Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Right.
Or any meal.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to give you just kind of the facts of this real quick. No slant, because my mom came to me and she was like, what do you think about it? And I'm like, Mom, I haven't spent the first second even watching it. And I don't know anything about what's going on with the impeachment. I said, I can't stand politics and what it's doing to our country, so I don't watch. But I think it is important to know, if it is said, at least what it is and what happened last night. President Donald Trump was impeached by the U.S. House of Representatives. He's only the third American president to formally be charged under the Constitution's ultimate remedy for high crimes and misdemeanors. Andrew Johnson went through this in 1868, Bill Clinton in 1998, and Richard Nixon would have been impeached, but he said, I am out of here.
I'm not a crook.
That's a pretty good Nixon.
Thank you. So he took off.
Only like old people get it, but you nailed it.
Good. I'm glad you liked it, Virginia. Now, the vote, of course, was split completely amongst party lines, which is all this is. The charge is that Donald Trump had abused the power of his office by enlisting a foreign government to investigate a political rival in head of the 2020 election. Now, no Republicans voted for the impeachment, and Democrats had only slight defections on their side. So what does this mean anyway? Because as I even read this morning, I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? Well, the House then approved a second charge that he obstructed Congress in its investigation. So the next step is the House sends the articles of impeachment to the Senate, where they hold a trial and decide whether to convict the president and remove him from office. Now, they need 2/3 to do this, and the Senate is controlled by the Republicans. So it's not going to happen. And basically, Trump is then going to be acquitted and will run for re-election like none of this ever happened, but I guess it is a blemish that will go on his record. Trump says this will only help him in the election, called it a witch hunt, a hoax, and a sham. Amazingly, he was able to speak for 2 hours last night, nonstop. So there you go. That's basically what it is. It boils down. If somebody, brings up the impeachment and what it all is, that's the facts of what it is.
And it's not really going to happen.
Well, it happened.
Well,
the impeachment happened, but
it's not really going to happen.
The true effects of the impeachment are removing him from office.
Gotcha.
And yeah, it just that really to have 2/3 of a Republican-controlled Senate is not going to happen. So,
all right, thank you for that, and let's never speak of it again.
Phone calls in 3, 2, 1. Yelling at Dennys right now.
Damn.
People
Don't
are
yell
yelling
at
at
Dennys.
Dennys.
That's simply the facts. And if you were like me and you did not know what all this meant, now you know.
Just talk about things about, taste buds on your butt.
Yeah, let's talk about eating hot dogs and whatever, the weird way.
Mm-hmm. Trump is going to be in town this weekend. Saturday, he speaks at the Palm Beach County Convention Center, and then he'll be here for the holidays at Mar-a-Lago.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, somebody tell Jaybird to hobble his gimpy self back in here, because we're going to play a little game coming up. How well do Jaybird and Kev know rock and roll artists of the decade? Yeah, it's a very fierce competition. Winner take all.
Okay.
Before we get into that, though, I'm going to annoy you just a little bit. I apologize, but this made me giggle this morning. So, who actually came up with "That's hot"? Paris Hilton's catchphrase. Here she is elaborating.
That's hot is something that my sister actually always used to say, but I trademarked it and I own it. Sorry, Nikki.
I mean, you would think she's talking about John Lennon's Imagine. Anybody,
she kind of is in some circles.
Absolutely not. That's hot should never have been trademarked. People say that all the time. Nobody came. The Hiltons did not come up with that.
Who's John Legend, old man?
I said John Lennon.
Oh. We don't know either one of them. You're old.
John Legend.
Ian Ziering is going through it, or Ian, however you say his name. I guess he and his estranged wife are trying to get a divorce. He's been trying. She's been stalling, hitting the brakes, doing anything she can. He just filed all these papers in court saying, look, I will give her a little bit of spousal support, but I'm not going to give her support forever. She has to get a JOB and take care of herself eventually. They're also fighting over custody of their 2 minor daughters. And she apparently wants spousal support and child support, and she wants to be the sole provider of care, the sole physical custodian of the 2 daughters. He wants it to be 50-50, so I'm sure that battle is going to be ugly. In other news, it looks like the artist of the decade was announced, and U2, I mean, nobody knows more about music than Jay Bird and Kevin, so I thought it'd be
is that
fun.
true?
So not true. I'm actually quite poor when it comes to my skills on music trivia.
Knowing all you know, who do you think is the top act for the past decade? Well, wait, let me tell you the criteria, you jumpy bee.
Well, he's good. I got to get on it.
You have to put together worldwide ticket sales from 2009 through 2019.
Bird.
So, worldwide. Who you think is top?
Only talking about Ed Sheeran. Boom.
Ed Sheeran is not top. But he is on the list. He did make the top 5, so you get 1 point. Kevin, do you know who the top touring artist is for the whole decade?
I'm going to go with Drake.
Drake is not correct. It's actually U2.
U2. Yeah, it's U2.
U2.
Might have been here a while.
So it goes U2, the Rolling Stones, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, and then Bon Jovi.
The old dogs.
Yeah.
Old dogs, bring it.
The old dogs
Not
bring
surprised.
it. And, you know, U2 they basically sold double the tickets of the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones are number 2. But the Rolling Stones charge double the price of a U2 ticket. So the Rolling Stones are killing it by working less and charging more. So I really think the Rolling Stones should be the top because they worked less and made more.
You got to give a nod to U2, though. Without any radio airplay these days, and you don't really see them that often, they still crush it. Their fans are very loyal.
Very loyal. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Holiday Toy Drive. Little Smiles is feverishly getting toys out. I was over there last night bagging up toys with all the elves, and toys are coming in. Toys are going out. It is an amazing thing to see, but we can't do it without your support. So if you're able to give even just a little bit, we would love to put it towards our campaign, which is in full swing. All you need to do is text the word Give Smiles to 44321.
The celebrities having a birthday today include Paulina Gretzky, turning 31. That is the great Wayne Gretzky's daughter, and she's also the wife of golfer Dustin Johnson, and they live here in the Palm Beaches. So
she also might be one of the hottest chicks to post on Instagram.
She's pretty gorgeous.
In this past decade.
Good-looking gal.
And just to think that she's local.
Yeah.
I know a private chef that was actually doing like their meals for them and going to their house, and he's like, you would not believe it, but she's actually prettier in person than she is on her Instagram, and she is hot AF.
What would you rate that name-dropping story?
Unimpressive?
Yeah, it's the chef. It's not really her. I give it like a 2 out of 10.
What do you got?
I know the Kevin Ralston.
There you go.
Close and personal.
That's a 1 out of 10. We're going backwards here. So happy birthday to Paulina. She might be listening. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal turning 39 today. Alyssa Milano is 47. And Chris Angel, who just did a show recently in South Florida, is turning 52 today. Also got a birthday, my identical twin sister, Pam. Happy 56 with love from Kathy.
Pam.
There are the 2 lovely ladies right there on KVJ TV.
Oh, gorgeous.
Twins together, yeah.
Looking good, girl.
Twinning. Also, happy 7th birthday to Caden from Mom, Dad, Trinity, Caleb, Adriana, and Callie.
Happy birthday, Caden.
Happy 5th to Jax Rodriguez from Daddy, Mommy, Jonathan, Aviana. Yeah, got a photo of the handsome little dude right there.
Oh, I love a little guy with hair gel.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
cool,
it's
isn't it?
adorable.
Yeah, he's got a fresh cut.
You
Yeah, he
give
does.
it to him, Jax.
Yeah, he does. Looking good. Also, a big birthday shout out to Ivy. She's turning 13 this weekend from Mom, Scott, Dean, and Ryan.
Ivy.
Also, a birthday wish to my handsome husband, Josh James, from your wife, Brittany, and daughter, Eliana.
Handsome.
Yes. All right. And a quick shout out to South Florida Extreme Pro BMX Stunt Show. There you go.
So extreme.
Stunts.
Happy 8th birthday to Declan. We love you, Mom, Lil, and Domino. And a huge birthday shout out to your youngest son, Tyler, who turns 24 today. That is from Jeff.
Oh.
So there you go. Got a birthday you want on the KVJ Show. Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. Coming up here in just a second. Yesterday, Virginia had given us an update. You guys were part of a great journey with us. We had heard about a baby that was going to be born with spina bifida, and you helped us raise $25,000 to intervene to get a prenatal surgery, however you call it, and it was to go in to try to correct some of the effects of the spina bifida. And Virginia let us know that her water broke. It was premature, and she was rushed to the hospital, and that's pretty much where we left it. So I guess we have an update.
We do.
Okay.
We have an update for you guys and let you know exactly what's going on.
Okay, if you've been following that saga, we'll let you know exactly what is going on with the latest coming up next on the KVJ Show. Yesterday on the show, we were letting you know that we had, to me, I don't, all this stuff is new to me. I don't even know a lot about the whole procedures. It blew my mind that you can actually do a surgery to a fetus.
Right?
I had no idea.
I did not know that either. I thought that it was like so invasive, and there was even like danger if you went in there to do a paternity test.
Yes.
I was like, no, you don't break the amniotic sac. You don't do that. But apparently you do.
So I don't understand this journey. All I understand, I've seen kids that are born with spina bifida, and I've heard the stories from their parents and the challenges that they have. And I can appreciate how tough that must be. And if you have a surgery you can do so that a child will either not be born with it or at least will minimize the effects of the spina bifida, of course, how amazing and how life-changing that is, not only for a child, but for an entire family. Because when a child is born with spina bifida, it changes the entire family.
It does. And it's a financial burden.
Yes, it
that
is.
If already you're not a wealthy family, it will be so difficult for a family to be able to keep up with all the medical expenses.
So you helped us put together $25,000.
Which was a beautiful miracle.
For this surgery that was done. And Virginia, the update that you gave us yesterday, to me sounded a little scary. The baby due, would you say February, and the water broke just like yesterday or the day before?
Water broke early. We were really hoping to get through the holidays and keep mother and baby just intact. But unfortunately, water broke, and she was rushed to Wellington Hospital, and they are taking excellent care of her. And unfortunately, she was stabilized and not in labor at first. And I was like, okay, that's fine. They were going to keep her indefinitely. And then something went wrong, and they had to rush her into an emergency C-section. So mother is good. Baby was delivered, and baby was struggling. So they were initially, they had to intubate the baby because the baby couldn't breathe on its own. And so they were hoping and praying that everything was going to be okay. Well, yesterday, they took the baby off of the breathing machine. Baby is now breathing on her own. They were waiting for her eyes to open. That had not happened yesterday as of the last word I got at like 9 p.m. But all of her body parts were moving. She seemed like she was, fighting literally for her life. And we are all just praying for baby. It looks like they're going to be transporting baby to Joe DiMaggio today. Where they have a better neonatal setup. And so everybody, just keep those prayers coming, because that is the best thing you can do right now. We are praying for this sweet baby and just sending love and good vibes and energy for mama and daddy and the whole medical team.
Were they able to tell after the baby was born about how successful the surgery was for the spina bifida?
I didn't ask.
Okay.
Because it's so sensitive and fragile
Sure.
right now.
Yeah, I get it.
I know that those details will come, and they'll come in their good time when they're supposed to come to us.
Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm with too many questions.
And I don't, just the updates that we're getting are giving me hope and telling me that all of our prayers are being answered. And I got some sweet emails and messages on Instagram yesterday from so many listeners that said when they heard the story, they dropped to their knees and started praying at work. Like, that is so beautiful. So thank you to everybody. And I'm sorry.
By the way, she's crying. She's not doing an old lady voice.
I'm not. I'm just...
Because some people are, why does Virginia sound 98 years old right now?
You went from healthy to immediately feeble.
I'm just very emotional.
Do you want some pancakes, Mama?
Babies get me.
Yeah.
No, I don't want pancakes. But thank you guys for everything that you've done financially and with your prayers for this family.
Okay, very nice. So there you go. That is the update. When do you cancel Christmas if you considered it? Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my friend's daughter stole at Disney World for Christmas.
Oh, my
and was
goodness.
caught by Disney security.
Oh, Lord, that's heavy.
They wrapped up cool and made her open it first Christmas morning.
To go back to the one text you read where the kid got nothing but coal, whatever. That's all they got. And then the daughters got all the presents.
They're sisters.
Yeah, does that psychologically mess up that kid for life? If you take away Christmas to that level, the kid gets nothing but rocks.
That's my question for like a child psychologist. Is it effective and is it worth chucking away one Christmas to correct behavior, or is it just emotionally scar a child in a way that's not favorable?
Or is it one of those things where the kid will get over it eventually and there's a lesson to be learned? I don't know.
Or does every kid react differently to different punishment, and you don't know if you're messing up your kid or not?
I think that's the answer. You're right. Every kid reacts differently.
You could break them and they could just become pure evil, or they could learn their lesson and become super sweet. Every kid's different.
Someone else texted in and said, my sister canceled Christmas for my nephew many years ago. It wasn't on Christmas Day, but it was our family Christmas. She got a call from his teacher right before we were doing our Christmas with the family, and he was in trouble. So she made him stay in his bedroom while the rest of us did Christmas dinner and opened all of our presents. It crushed my soul.
Dang, that is tough. What did the kid do?
You could hear him like in there whimpering, and you're out there trying to eat and enjoy your Christmas.
That hurts my heart.
I gotta go, like, let's not punish everybody here. This is too weird for me.
The kid's got he got the lesson. He's crying.
Wow. Somebody said, look, Rocco, he's just 4 and working in schools for 18 years. I've seen way worse. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Also, my 7-year-old daughter tells my 14-year-old daughter to shave her mustache if she ever wants to find love.
Oh,
that's the G-rated version.
Oh my God. Coming hard with the insult.
That is very hurtful.
Oh my, that's just tough to rebound from.
Christmas
the holidays.
Years.
Oh my gosh. Someone else said, yeah, I was thinking about it with my kid. I just got my hair cut yesterday. I was asking my sweet little angel son if he noticed anything, and all he said was, why'd you cut your hair? It looks so ugly.
Oh.
Look, don't ask questions if you can't handle the answers, Mom.
Christmas canceled.
Do you want him to lie to you?
Yes, definitely.
Children, that's the lesson. That's the moral lesson here today. Lie to your mom when she asks you about her horrible haircut.
Mom always is beautiful, kids.
Yes, it's a valuable moral lesson we're teaching the children today. So this is an interesting idea. Somebody texted in. They said, yeah, I gift wrapped a bunch of fake presents, and when my child acts up, I throw it away.
Oh, that is good.
This year, she's now been an angel, and I had to throw any away. So that's a pretty cool little tactic.
Smart.
Yes.
I don't hate that.
Yeah, I thought that was really kind of interesting. So some pretty cool stuff. This is Jessica. Jessica, your kid's teacher sent home an email. Apparently, you're stunned. Your kid was stealing some stuff, Jessica?
Yes. Yes. The teacher sent home an email to all the parents saying that things were turning up missing, and sometimes it was personal items, sometimes it was, stuff in the classroom. And I was thinking, oh no, this can't be him. So I asked my 6-year-old if he knew anything about it, and he told me no, and that someone had stolen some stuff from him. And I was like, okay. And I was cleaning his room a week later, and I found a box under his bed. And there was all these items, and they weren't his.
Wow.
So I was like, wow, I can't believe he would lie to me like that. So they were toys and school supplies, and there was like a ceramic apple. So I knew this had to be
ceramic apple.
What does he want with a teacher's ceramic apple?
I know.
He's got the monkey on his back, Virginia.
Gosh.
These kleptos, they can't help themselves.
And it got sloppy, too, left under the bed.
Yeah.
And he's 6. I mean, he's a baby klepto.
Yeah, this kid's a rookie. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
and then I confronted him, and then he said there was another 4th grader that had him stealing stuff for him. And then the other kid was reselling it to kids in other grades.
Oh.
And I was like, this is crazy.
Wow.
And then
That's quite a circuit, actually, to have something like that go on. So you got one kid stealing for another kid who's fencing the products and selling them to other kids in the grade. That's some pretty crazy stuff.
And he's 6. And wow, I would immediately get him in therapy.
Okay, so you feel a little bit better about
But
Rocco,
here's the thing, the kid does show promise. He's organized. He kind of knows what he's doing.
What do you do when you're 6 and involved in a crime ring?
I mean, the kid's got smarts to a certain extent.
I'm horrified.
That's do you cancel that kid's Christmas?
You got to send a message on that one.
Wow.
But do you cancel Christmas on that? Let's say Cannon was 6, 7, even not right now.
Yeah.
And he does all that. He lies to you. You find it in his room, and the lies continue. Do you cancel Christmas completely?
I think we'd probably do the other. I think we'd probably take things that he has and loves, wrap them up, and he would have to choose children to give them to.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
At
next
that
level.
point, yeah. At that point, this is what it is. This is actually going to be minus Christmas for you.
Yeah.
We're going to go in a reverse order. You're going to lose things this holiday season.
It's
going to
be such a lesson this Christmas.
And that 4th grader needs to go down too. It
Yeah.
can't just be your son. Every kid needs to know that they are busted and in trouble.
Are they putting small jails in elementary schools these days? I haven't been in one for a while.
Rocco's school might.
Could you imagine that? Yeah, I saw this too, of course. These people who are doing crime during the holidays, unbelievable. They say there's now a scam involving letters from Santa. There's a website that's promising a custom letter addressed to your recipient of choice from Santa himself, but they don't deliver, and they take like $20 from you, Santa's special package.
Aww,
yeah, Better
man.
Business Bureau says if something like this happens. So just be careful. There is the real Santa, but there's unfortunately bad people trying to pose as him and take your money.
They enter the heart and exit the wallet.
Yeah, that's true, Jaybird.
It's deep.
Yeah, real deep.
So I understand that as you and Dennys were driving to the company Christmas party yesterday, there's a little stress in the air, some anxiety.
Oh, just out of the blue, he goes, I don't know, man. Writing Christmas jokes is real hard.
It is.
It's very challenging to do a theme.
He was telling me some of his throwaway ones that he had written down that he's like, I can't use this.
I hated
it's
them.
terrible. I was like, all right, you're still grinding. You're working them out.
It is, because there's so many out there, already, and so many are on the nose, and you're just like,
And this is like your 4th year doing Christmas jokes.
It's tough. Each year gets rougher.
Gosh, I kind of think I'd like to hear the ones that just didn't make it
Oh,
on the After the
I
Show
could-
podcast today.
It's it's not that
They're not dirty
They're
or
not
anything.
vulgar. They're just
not
terrible.
good.
Oh, I just need content.
Yeah. we can
Yeah, I'll read you some rejects.
We're going to do 7 rounds.
we can spread this out.
That's an additional 30 minutes to get a kill.
It's like a stand-up set.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Producer Denny's Christmas-themed joke jury. His job is to get myself, Virginia, and Jaybird to crack up here. Let's see if he can succeed. What you got for us, Denny's?
What do you call a reindeer who sucks up to Santa?
I don't know. What do you call a reindeer who sucks up to Santa?
Rudolph the brown-nosed reindeer.
Okay. Yes, who says this is tough?
That's how you start.
Them nerves bringing out that greatness.
Oh, yeah. Second joke. What do you call a Santa who doesn't iron?
A Santa who doesn't iron. I don't know. What do you call him?
Chris Crinkle.
I mean, look at this guy.
Come on. I'm not believing it's hard for you.
Over
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Come on now.
You're gifted.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, gifted.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. She's trying to upshine your
I
comedy.
know. Come on, B.
Sorry.
I'm kidding.
I'll sit down.
Third joke. What does the University of Alabama yell during Christmas?
Who cares?
It's usually Roll Tide. I don't know. What do they yell?
Yuletide.
Okay.
Very topical.
Oh, how about him doing a sports themed joke?
I had to look it up.
He said
Sports
he
joke?
thought it was the Gators.
I thought it was
at
the
first.
Gators at first. I couldn't find it in Google.
He's
The
doing
Alabama
the research,
Gators?
though.
Yeah. The Alabama Gators?
No, I just looked up Gators. I thought that was their slogan.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. That's fun. All right. We joke 4. Is that where we are?
Yep. Fourth joke. Why should you brush your hair before visiting Santa?
I don't know. Why should you?
Because I put you on the naughty list.
Ah, naughty.
Oh, it's how you spell it. You get that? It's a play on words.
It's a thinker.
It is.
Yes.
The whole
Naughty.
audience goes like this.
Dennys, you are just nailing it.
K-N-O. Okay.
Yes.
And this final one, I think, is for just the adults here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
All right, final joke for you guys. What
Yeah.
does Santa shout during a Christmas orgy?
Oh, my God.
Well, hopefully you got those earmuffs on quickly. I don't know. What does he shout there?
Come dancer. Come prancer. Come vixen.
Again, it's all in how you spell it, right? It's all in how you spell it. Thank you, Dennys.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Coming up in a second in your dirt of the day, yes, we will get into some of the juicy stuff out there, including Camila Cabello. Is she stepping in it a little bit? You know, they always go back in things that you said on social media.
Yeah.
They love to dig up old things. So if you've got old things that you said, like back in the day, that were insensitive or racially charged, just go and wipe all that clean, because they're going to find it and they're going to put it out there on you.
You better hope no one screenshot it, because I know a lot of people who delete it. All these celebrities that delete it, and then
I think that's what happened to her.
Got screenshots.
Yeah. So I'll tell you coming up in a second what she did. Before that, have you seen the video of Serena Williams? It's on social media right now, and it's her getting boxing lessons from Mike Tyson. In the video, they're working together on a what do they call, like a bag, the big bags?
Yeah, heavy bag.
Heavy bag. So they're punching it, and she's doing all these combinations, and he's coaching her through it. And Serena is not playing around. Serious punch power there. And Mike Tyson even comments about it. Could this be maybe a next move for her? You know, they don't put anything out there accidentally these days.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the one thing I would say is that there's a lot of people that use boxing as exercise. It's amazing exercise. Like, I go to the 9 round. They got them all over South Florida here. I go to the one up on North Lake. And it is just 9 3-minute rounds, and you are destroyed after that.
Wouldn't you like to see Serena in the ring, though?
Yeah, there's so much, like, training that goes into it. You realize when you try to work a speed bag, just that there is a skill that is involved. It's not only just, the physical. And you're entering a whole new sport at a later age.
If any woman can do it, my vote is for Serena.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, physically she can do it, but, where she is with her age and the amount of training, how much she's done, my guess is she's probably just doing a workout and Mike Tyson's there. But
I mean,
you never know.
She could be an analyst for tennis. There's a lot she could do. I don't think she wants to get in the ring and jeopardize the face.
I just think she'd be awesome.
I want to see you in the ring. You got some energy. I think you need to get in there.
I'll get in, but only if I can fight you.
Oh, you would win.
Bad-backed bird.
You would destroy me today.
Are you guys into this new Cats movie?
No.
I keep seeing the trailer for it, and each time I see it, I'm just less interested. But Cats, the movie, is coming out. Taylor Swift. You've got Jason Derulo and his giant Yuletide log. You've also got James Corden in it. And also you have Jennifer Hudson. I guess this is a whole medley of quite a few of them singing Memory from Cats.
Okay, Memory from Cats.
Kev sounds pretty pumped.
We're all excited about this.
I think he fell asleep. Kev,
What?
there's only 3 dirts.
I mean,
4?
You're in charge. You don't have to play it. That's got to be one of the most covered songs ever.
Memory?
Yeah. Everybody and their mother's done that one.
Yeah.
Is it memory or was it memories? I thought it was plural.
Memories. I don't know.
On the corner.
Because memory you just have one.
Right.
Yes.
And hopefully that's not what you're dealing with.
I'm celebrating the one memory, yes. I don't know.
And finally here, Camila Cabello has to apologize for some very inappropriate things that she put up on Tumblr back when she was 15 or 16. Now, this is 6 or 7 years ago, and they were reposted stuffs. So they weren't like original content comments. She just reposted things that other people had written, but it's kind of like racist stuff and stuff about Chris Brown and Rihanna and that whole assault. Now that they have been shine a spotlight on, she says, the truth is I was embarrassingly ignorant and unaware, and she apologized. Mm-hmm. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by the Little Smiles Holiday Toy Drive. We are collecting as much as we can right now. So many of our boxes are coming in and so many of our bags of goodies are going out, but we still need your help. There are so many older kids that get forgotten at the Christmas time. So we want to get gift cards for those older kids so they can go and they can feel empowered to buy what they want, whether it's, bikes or sporting good equipment or, a lot of them want Amazon gift cards. Mm-hmm. We can't do it without your support, and your financial support is crucial. You can make any amount donation, even little stuff like $5, $10, $20. We will take it. Text Give Smiles to 44321.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show. That sucks. That sucks. That stinks. You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, you are so homely that even your shadow is ugly.
Oh.
You know keto won't fix your terrifying face. At least people who have a face for radio also have the talent.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
When did Virginia get so pasty and old looking? It's like she's just given up on life. I'd like to suggest a neck tat for her that says ugly hag.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Jaybird sounds like he's a dumb 10-year-old child, but his face looks like he's in his 60s. He needs to put lotion on. His face is starting to look like an elderly man's scrotum.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us.
Come on.
What? KVJ show.
Dennys, you're turning into such a lard ass. I used to think you were cute until you got that double chin.
Oh.
Stop stuffing your bloated face. You're turning into an old, fat Asian woman.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show. That sucks.
So we got a fun game here. It's called Dennys Knows Bowls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a bowl game. You tell me if it's real or fake.
Oh, I like it.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see how well Dennys knows bowls here. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Is that real or is that fake? Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl.
God, that sounds fake, right?
It sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome, but it's a real sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Tony the Tiger. I'll say that one's real, only because I feel like Kellogg's had to have gotten on that or something.
He's starting off strong, y'all. That is real.
I
That's
was so
legit.
sad that was fake.
Tony the Tiger Sun Bowls is legit.
Who is that? Is that college?
Yeah, it's college, yeah. Yeah, it's college. Yes, these are all college teams. Got to be playing.
Who knows less?
Well, I thought it was a good question.
Yeah,
Bird.
maybe be a competition here. Yeah, we'll see. Who does know less?
I thought it was
So
good.
far,
Jaybird's
missed
got
one.
0.
I'm
Yeah.
not even playing.
Denny's got 1. If Denny's beats you, you were a college athlete.
I know.
What the hell?
It was baseball, though.
I
Virginia.
was always a baseball guy. I never was really into football that much. I mean,
It shows.
What about the Cheez-It Bowl? Cheez-It Bowl. Real or fake?
Just on principle, Bird loves it.
Yeah. What do you think, Dennys?
Cheez-It Bowl, another one with a real name. There's no way the Cheez-It's is sponsoring football. I'm going to say fake on that one.
You're going to say fake on that one. Okay. No, that's a real one. Cheez-It Bowl. Someone is actually saying, yeah, we're going to go kick some ass in the Cheez-It Bowl.
well, this country, you could argue, is built on Cheez-Its. Somebody could argue.
No one has
I'd like to hear
ever
that
said
argument.
that. Ever in the history of
Yeah.
man has that been spoken.
Yeah.
I think you could
Some
argue
people
that-
might say liberty, other people say Cheez-Its.
Liberty and Cheez-Its. I'm not trying to shy away from liberty.
What about the Crocs Comfy Footwear Bowl?
There's no way that's real.
That is real.
That is real.
That has to be real.
That has to be real. Okay, Jaybird's saying it's real. Denny's saying that it's not. Denny's is right.
Comfy?
Yeah.
Well, Crocs are comfy.
Crocs are not comfy. They're
you,
ugly.
You have no idea, because I guarantee your stuck-up butt has never worn a Croc.
I've put a Croc on my foot and looked down and said, what the hell?
I've worn Crocs so hard that it exploded running across the street.
That's probably not really a good endorsement for Crocs.
Hamburger feet.
I do walk hard.
Yeah, you do.
You push every shoe
I do.
to its absolute limit.
But Croc can take a pounding, baby. I pounded Croc.
They can make you a cement shoe and you would somehow bust
Crack
it.
I wore Croc a while, and I wore down, but it took a pounding after a long bout with the Bird's hamburger foot.
Yeah.
What?
Dennis, you know what I mean.
I did.
Okay, Denny's knows bowls here. What about the famous Idaho potato bowl? Is that real or fake?
You think so?
You think it's real?
Famous Idaho potato
You think
bowl.
that's real?
That's such a crazy
Are you
name.
playing as a team or are you competing? Because
Because the Bird right now
the Bird is losing.
He's missed more than
Denny's,
he's...
Trust your heart.
You're right. Don't listen.
There's no way that could be real. That's such a dumb name.
It is a total dumb name. Yes, you're right. It is real. Of
it's
course it's
real.
real.
It's real. I told
Yeah,
you.
famous Idaho potato bowl is real. Yeah.
Kevin just came up with this game so you guys would fight with each other.
It's working.
No, me and me. There's no Miho versus Miho here. We're playing as a team.
All right.
Okay.
We'll
Right?
join forces here.
Denny's got his new sweater on.
Oh, damn.
We'll see what Christmas brings.
What kind of team is that?
Okay, a lovable team. We rib each other, but we love each other.
Clorox toilet bowl, real or fake?
No way that's real.
There's no way that is real.
It's too clever. There's no way.
That's too clever.
That's too Kevin-y.
It's too Kevin.
Yeah, you're right. You got me.
It does.
It's too Kevin.
It reeks of Kevin.
Yeah, you don't want things to reek of Kevin.
It's meaty and it's got beady.
Yeah.
Immediate beating.
Yeah. You don't want that. What about the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl? Is that real or fake?
That's gotta be real.
It's got because it's
too
so
long.
preposterous.
It's so
Yeah,
preposterous.
it's got to
What's
be
a
real.
Gasparilla?
I don't know. I might look into it, Virginia. It's a real thing. They might play that one in New Orleans too.
Really?
Might.
Gasparilla.
They might.
Gasparilla.
It's either there or in Tampa. I can't remember.
It might be Tampa because
Might
don't
be,
they
yeah.
have a Gasparilla festival?
They do, yeah.
It's like
So
a
maybe
pirate
it's Tampa.
thing or something.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, so that's where that is. Bad Boy Mowers. That's a real one. What about the Cure Bowl? The Cure Bowl, is that real or fake? Denny's knows bowls. Cure Bowl. What do you think?
Yeah, me and Bird don't think that's real.
You don't think that's real? That sounds preposterous. You're right.
You know what? I knew we got it wrong because did you hear his voice go down to the key of smug?
He was so happy you got it wrong.
You could hear the smugginess develop in his voice.
Kevin, he cheers for your failure.
does.
I knew you were at the bar. I knew.
Kind of like those storm clouds, you know, you see one rolling.
I so know you. Really.
The forecast is 100% smug.
What kind of fun is it if you guys come in here and get them all right?
Yeah,
No,
you're
but
right.
I sense the smug. I've worked with him that long. I know.
Yeah,
well.
and you need to look at it because it's to promote breast cancer awareness. Yeah, the Cure Bowl.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Dog Bowl, the Purina Dog Bowl. Is that real or fake? Purina Dog Bowl.
Think about dogs.
Purina Dog Bowl.
Think about dogs.
I think about dogs.
Yeah.
Time.
Probably.
Is that real or fake bowl game?
He's too busy thinking about cats.
Yeah.
How many cats you got now?
2.
Purina Dog
I
Bowl.
know that they want more too. I know Jen wants more. I don't know what to do.
I mean, you got shrimp, worms, cats.
Yeah, shrimps don't give me
You
allergies.
got cats with
though.
worms.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Okay.
You got to hold them down and put this drop on their neck.
Some people are saying that they'd like to see more worms.
Yeah, well, so they're hard to find because they burrow. I don't want to sever them.
They don't come when they're called.
Denny's is getting worm shamed.
Well, I didn't want to scoop down and cut any of them in
A
half.
lot of comments were like, "That's worm farmers
It
weak."
was like 1.5 worms.
And we are talking about worm farms. To get weak comments on a worm farm, it's not a worm farm. It's a weak worm farm.
Even if it's well producing, it's weak.
Even amongst good, yeah.
It was a bucket. It wasn't even a farm.
I hate to tell people that worm farms aren't that exciting.
People were shocked of how small your shrimp tank was.
It was amazingly exciting because it wasn't
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, it's a paradox.
I could not stop watching.
Yeah.
Watched it 3 times.
What do you think, a real or fake on the Purina Dog Bowl?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with real too.
Gonna go with real on that. Yep.
Oh, listen to the bird. It's doing well.
Yeah.
You were so good, Denny's, when you were on your own. Emancipate.
Bird bringing you down.
The bird is bringing you down.
He is, but it's a fun
We all go
ride.
down together, baby.
Yeah.
Blood in, blood out.
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. You think that's real, Denny's?
Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. No way.
Ah, no way. That's real.
Oh, this is taking a
Tax
turn.
Slayer. What?
Now we just feel bad for you.
Yeah.
You're not getting any right.
And finally, the Golden Bud Smokable. Real or fake?
There's no way that's real, but that sounds awesome.
Oh, we had to end on the positive.
All right.
Nailed it. Good job. Good job.
That was good. You only missed 6.
There was only 7 in it.
Strong round. You know, you talk about some unpopular Christmas gifts, and you think maybe the practical stuff is stuff that you just shouldn't get anybody. That's not really the truth. They say by the age 24, the average person starts appreciating practical Christmas gifts.
I can see that.
That's the age where it begins, yeah. And 81% of us say that we'd rather get a present that we'll actually use throughout the year. So after the age of 24, overwhelming majority of people are like going, don't give me something that, like, it's stupid. Like, when am I ever going to use that? Give me something that, okay, day to day I can use this. Like, you know what? The Christmas present I got last year, I think I got one present, and it was...
You got one present?
I think I got one present, and it was a pair of shoes. And I wear those shoes almost every day.
Okay.
That's a great present then.
I love a practical gift that you actually like.
Yeah.
Even something like when I was younger, if you would have got me a bunch of razors when I was 16 or 17, I'm like, oh, this is a weak gift. As an adult, I love razors. I need razors all the time.
So hairy.
They're expensive. This neck ain't gonna shave itself, Virginia.
They say the top 10 practical gifts that people over the age of 24 would like to get. Here's your top 10. Chocolate.
Oh, yes.
All right, see? Hey, you see why it's number 1?
I do.
That's an exclamation point.
He just lost it.
Yeah, you're going to have to clean that onesie later. Something homemade, a gift card or money, makeup, books, self-care items. It seems like so stupid, but if I got like a pair of fingernail clippers, I'd be like, that's awesome. That's so cool. Thank you.
Tweezers.
Yeah, I'd be like, that's great. Yes. I'd be like, going, you messing with me? No, I really like it. A toothbrush. You know what I like? One of those ones that's got the water pick in it. Boy, that's a great gift.
Yes, water pick is awesome.
If you got me a water pick for Christmas, I'm like, that's a good gift.
That's a great gift.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got one that Magnolia never uses. It's used. You want it?
I would take it. Yeah. I hear they're controversial. Some people say, "Oh, the water." Well, you know what? We don't have to get into that right now.
Today is National Regifting Day, by the way. So you could take Magnolia's water pick and give it to Jaybird.
I would be very happy with that. Save some money this year.
Yeah. I remember one time for Christmas, I got my dead grandfather's used razors. It still had hair in it, so it was nice. It was like a piece of him. You know, even after passing, I still got.
It's an odd gift.
Yeah, and I got his old used mouthwash. It was a brand called Call, and it was only half the bottle. And when you open up the cap, there was kind of a yellow crust around it. Probably had not been open for a good decade or two. So
gnarly.
It was an impressive gift as well.
Did you use it?
No.
Was that when Grandma was getting a little bit older?
Yeah, but Grandma wasn't much better younger. So I don't know if I want to blame age. That's not fair to age.
It's the girl, not the age.
Yes. Let's separate. Yes.
Some of us have been crazy all the time.
Let's separate. Yes.
All right, I get it.
Like the Mexican queen, I'm never going to blame age. That's not age's fault.
No.
You blame the woman, not Father Time.
He's the number.
He's like, that's not me. That's not me. Skincare products, underwear, and pajamas are the practical gifts that we love, actually.
As a kid, I would get so bummed out when I get underwear. As an adult, I highly recommend. I love me some underwear as a gift.
Yeah.
I wear mediums, Virginia. 32, 34s.
Thongs, right?
Yeah.
G-strings.
Okay.
So if there is any kind of like twinge or a little feeling of guilt or something like that as you're getting a practical gift for somebody, 81% of people over the age of 24 like those kind of gifts.
Find out someone's favorite snack and get a bunch of them and
chocolate.
Wrap that up. Yeah, get chocolate.
Maybe I'll just give everybody underwear, including like my stepmom. Yeah, like lacy stuff.
What? Did you get a nap yesterday?
I got too long of a nap.
See, that's part of the problem. Virginia's like, it's bad if she doesn't get enough, and it's bad if she gets too much.
You're right. We gotta get that.
Goldilocks over here. She's got to get the right amount of sleep, or we get a wacko.
I'm on cold medicine. I'm not myself.
Okay.
Yeah, you're kind of doing this show alone today.
It's an interesting mix.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Wow. I mean, you talk about just driving around with your corporal punishment. This is some horrifying stuff going on in Miami. Looking at this photo right now, and there's a police truck, like a pickup truck, So imagine that, you know. And in the back of the bed of the pickup truck here, this police truck in Miami, it's driving around. It's got a guillotine.
Oh, my gosh.
The French device of chopping off your head.
What is that supposed to be meaning?
I mean, South Florida's really picking up their corporal punishment. I mean, they'll just do it right on the spot. Apparently what had happened when people said, yeah, what's going on? One of the officers had just gotten around to taking down the decorations from Halloween, so they're a little bit behind. So, yeah, don't think that they are just chopping people's heads off in the streets of Miami when they bust them for a capital crime. It's just from a haunted house at one of their police stations. So it's definitely an eye-catching photo, though, Virginia.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Well, I tell you, the cops are busy everywhere taking down their decorations from Halloween, so other people have to step in. There's a motorcycle driving Santa that was in hot pursuit of a hit-and-run driver on the streets of Gay Paris. And he's got a helmet cam, so it films the entire thing.
Oh, my God.
It's a crazy video. You got to see. It's online right now. Now, he starts off, he's at a stoplight when he sees a car knock over a pedestrian and then takes off. So here goes motorcycle riding Santa. He tries to stop the car by pulling in front of it, but the driver scoots away, and then the chase is on, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
So at this point, he weaves in and out of congested traffic, and he squeezes between cars. He comes within inches of even getting hit, and all this is captured on his helmet cam. He even loses sight of the villain a couple of times, but he never lets up. This Santa's bound determined to get the people on the naughty list.
Did he get him?
He pulls up behind some motorcycle cops and then tells them the story, and then they join the chase, and then they eventually all together in tandem get the hit-and-run driver.
Oh, wow. What a great ending.
Yeah, their car got stuck in a massive traffic jam, and luckily in Paris things end more peacefully than they do here in South Florida, and they were able to arrest them. So.
What a story, and you've got the video footage to prove every detail.
Absolutely. It's crazy stuff. Yeah, we'll have to get that up on our social so you can easily find that. Well, this is an interesting diversionary tactic. A guy in North Dakota set a Bible on fire at a Walmart last week to create a diversion while he was shoplifting.
Wait a minute, something weird was going down at Walmart?
I know, right?
Weird.
He got away with, I guess, all of his stuff and did $300,000 worth of smoke damage.
Oh.
But crime does not pay. Even at Walmart, he was arrested for felony arson.
Yeah, they still have cameras.
Yeah.
So even though you caused a distraction in the moment, they're going to go back and look at the footage and figure out exactly who you are. They can trace you by the car you get into and your license plate, you big dummy.
Big dummy. Yeah, so crime does not pay. They did get him.
Good.
Oh, this is another weird headline here. A church leader and professor in Missouri used Grindr to connect with students.
Huh?
And then tried to compensate them for sexual acts with Arby's gift cards.
Some meat for some meat?
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Side note,
do you want some cheese on your beef or you want it plain?
Side note, Arby's sauce, kind of an underrated sauce. Very good.
Their cheese sauce, some of the best work in the game.
They really do. And their buns are very good. Arby's does not get a lot of love.
Well, okay.
It's getting it now.
Sounds like I could introduce you to a church leader in Missouri. He's on Grindr, and he can give you what you desire for a small fee.
That horsey sauce?
I don't know. You shouldn't be doing any kind of like activity with your back the way it is. You got to wait till you heal before you get on Grindr.
Got some stories about kids and their hijinks. 3 teenagers in Pennsylvania were arrested after they covered 2 cars and a home in slices of cheese.
That's amazing. That's a funny prank.
Yeah, that seems like fun, doesn't it?
We could do that. I could go to Restaurant Depot and get that massive chunk. They sell like a big, huge block of American cheese.
Oh, they do.
And it's already pre-sliced, but it's pretty affordable. We could totally cheese somebody.
Okay.
Where's the punishment?
Nice hardcore cheesing.
Who do we cheese? Oh, that'd be great.
Did you ever hear that rumor growing up that, you talk about the big blocks of cheese, Velveeta, someone found a bloody glove in the middle of a block of Velveeta. Did you ever hear that rumor?
No. Stop trying to ruin Velveeta.
I'm not. I'm just asking if you remember that.
I never heard that.
My bad, just trying to have some moments with my coworker / friend. My bad.
Bloody glove, keep your moment.
We don't want your moments.
Fair enough.
And sometimes when kids do hijinks, they get into weird situations with Miccosukee police officers. More than 3 years ago, there were 2 teens that were out doing what teens do. They ran a stop sign on Alligator Alley near the Miccosukee Reservation. And this officer, 30-year-old Michael Martinez of Hialeah, found a small amount of alcohol and marijuana in the car.
You can't do that.
Nope.
It's a big no-no for teens.
Yep. So he told the teens, he's like, all right, follow me down this road. It's, kind of in the middle of nowhere there, if you know Alligator Alley. And he said, all right, here's what you got to do. You're going to go to jail unless you take off your clothes and start running.
What? What kind of weird moment is this?
It's the kind of weird moment that gets you sentenced to 10 years in state prison.
I mean, what was the cop thinking?
I don't know. I have an idea, but...
Twisted sexual?
I don't know. Yeah, I probably had a Grindr account, Virginia. It was probably getting Arby's gift cards.
That is bizarre, but I would totally take off my clothes and start running as opposed to going to jail.
I thought about that. I'm like, well, would you have done it? Because I got into some mischief in my teenage years, and I'm like...
Yeah, you would have done it, because you would have gone, the cop is crooked just like me. Let's do this.
Well, and that is a lot... It's weird, but it's, to me, a lot less traumatizing than having to deal with my mom and tell her that I've been drinking and smoking weed and driving around.
Getting a mug shot and all that.
All right. Just a quick run naked. All right. I do this anyway for fun.
It's not going to be pretty, but I'll do it.
Yeah. Got to wonder about the role models we have in some of our schools. A substitute teacher in Massachusetts is in a little bit of trouble, apparently for smoking some marijuana right in front of the whole class. He was apparently teaching while smoking a doobie.
That is balls.
Yes.
What state?
Massachusetts. Are they recreational in their marijuana?
Dennys.
Massachusetts, do we know? He's saying, yeah, I think so, but apparently they still don't like their teachers to get completely stoned while teaching a class.
You shouldn't. I mean, come on. You're supposed to be setting the example in the learning realm.
There are so many dispensaries in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
I just Googled it.
I believe that place is decriminalized. I'll
It
look
is.
into it.
Here's a whole map of recreational.
So what does decriminalized mean?
Meaning you can buy it recreationally. You don't have to buy it medically.
Like in Oregon.
Like how Oregon is, yeah.
You walk
or
into
Colorado.
When we walked into Oregon, anybody could go in there and grab it.
Yeah,
That's
pot
of
stores
age.
were like Circle K's. They were like on every corner.
They are, yeah.
So it's like that in Massachusetts too.
Yes.
Oh, since the last time we went to Oregon, because I was there not that long ago, they're everywhere.
More?
Oh, there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many weed places.
But even though it's, recreational legal, it's probably the same thing as why your teacher's not supposed to stand in front of the class while teaching with an old-fashioned in their hand.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're supposed to treat it like above 21 drinking laws.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be driving with it. You're not supposed to be operating heavy machinery. It kind of adheres to that same type of context.
The seasoned teachers know you do edibles.
Yeah. The way there's no smell.
Come on. All right.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
All right, would this be a makeup or breakup for you? In the subject line of Jimmy's email, he said that, my girl is talking to her ex. Okay. Now, how long ago did this happen, Jimmy?
So, this happened around a week ago.
Okay.
And, I've been with my lady for about 11 months. Okay. And, yeah, like I said, I found out she was texting her ex behind my back, which, which sucks, honestly.
Okay.
When we first got serious, she asked me if I talked to any of my exes, and I told her no because I don't. In fact, she always asked me that a lot. And the other night, I actually saw a DM from her ex that popped up on her Instagram, and I asked her about it. So she showed me the chat, and it was deleted 1 week before, which is super sketchy. So I'm I don't know how to feel about it.
Okay, so she's trying to cover up whatever the conversation was, or at least getting rid of it for whatever reason.
Exactly. Because in that chat, he sent a few memes.
Okay.
Which, whatever. But then he asked her if he could touch her butt, and then she replied, "No, I have a boyfriend."
Yeah.
So that's cool, but it just didn't feel right. So I asked her to see the other chats that they had on on other apps, where they were sharing hundreds of texts.
Oh.
Yeah, and it wasn't innocent text. He was he was hitting on her in some of these, like, very inappropriately. Now, to be fair, she shut him down, like, every time, okay? But the most recent texts were her sending him selfies of them when they were together.
Yeah.
So that really hurt to see, because, I mean, like, honestly, if she's doing that, I can't help but feel disrespected, because, A, she continued to initiate texts with him after all this inappropriate
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
And even worse, she lied about it and, like, made a lot of effort to hide it from me, you know? So...
Yeah. Okay. So, like, when you had a conversation with her, like, okay, where are you with that? I mean, does she know that? I mean, you're kind of thinking about, is your relationship over or not? Is she aware of that?
So it's actually very frustrating. I tried breaking up with her when I found out all of this, but you know, she broke down, and then she was begging me to stay, and then deleted him off of everywhere, every social media app, blocked his number.
Okay.
So I caved, but I'll be honest with you, it still doesn't really sit right with me for some reason. So I was wondering, you know, what would people do if they were in my shoes? You know, like, is this a makeup or is it a breakup? I really don't know.
Well,
I'm too in it.
I get it. No, I think, you know, initially she did not handle it the right way. I mean, if somebody is, and it's an ex, first of all, texting or sending any kind of messages back and forth with an ex is dicey. That's one. The content of those texts that he had sent was even worse. She was right to shut him down, but then she kept doing it and then was sending photos. And it seems like, okay, when you finally kind of like called her out on it and they were like going, look, I don't even know that we need to be together. Then she's like, oh, and then she does what she should have done in the first place.
I mean, she's sending photos. She's texting even after the guy was hitting on her. You know what? I've heard enough. Wallace Pennington, I'm out.
Yes. We kind of figured you might.
She seems shady. Do you want to be with a girl who's shady?
No.
This is her showing you who she is.
Yes.
Do you want to live your life always like, oh, I wonder if she's cheating on me. I don't know if she can be trusted. Like, this is your future.
No way to go.
It's no way to go. You need to have a girl that you know has your back and you have hers, and you're going through it together.
It took a lot for her to get to the desired outcome that you wanted in the first place. She should have responded the way she finally did to the end at the beginning. And the fact that this was that much of a journey and there was that much
difficulty,
much correspondence going on between them. Yeah, I agree. It's shady, and I think I would be out too.
You want a good girl. You don't want a shady girl.
No, exactly. What are we doing here?
You don't want to go to bed at night wondering. That's the worst kind of place to be. Wondering who's she laying with. What is she doing?
She's 20 minutes late getting home from someplace, and that's immediately where your mind is going to go. She's cheating on me.
It's got to be 110% trust, right?
Otherwise, it's just torturous for you.
Exactly.
Why would you want to live your life always upset and worried?
You might as well just be single at that point.
Amen.
Have anybody else tried to justify their somewhat sketchy correspondence with an ex? What did you catch? Do you disagree with all of us here and think that Jimmy should actually go for a makeup in this situation? You can let us know, 877-979-WRMF. Jaybird's out, no doubt. Jimmy busted his girl. She's been DMing her ex. He's been inappropriate. She, in the messages that he saw, has been handling it the right way, but still the fact that, you know, she's keeping it secret, and there's just some things in there that was a little bit shady. So if you find out that your significant other's been, you know, having secret correspondence with their ex, and it's not necessarily like it wasn't sexting or anything like that, it's just still them. You know, especially the thing I like is the photos of them together that she had been sending. That, to me, seems to be the worst part of it.
Yeah.
So here's the comment. Somebody texted and said, so I stole my now wife from a 3-year boyfriend, and the first year she texted him here and there, and he was very flirty, and I called her out on it. I told her straight up she needed to quit, and she did. Now we've been married for 4 years, got 2 kids, and I trust her 100%. So, you know, maybe that's it, where he's just saying, okay, can I trust her? Is this a trustworthy girl? Maybe if you haven't done that, like, okay, hey, look, clearly you know the boundaries on this, and if you do it again, it's over.
Why are you sending these good-looking selfies to somebody who's not your man? And that goes for both
wrong.
sides.
It is.
You don't
It's
send
wrong.
it to other chicks. You don't send it to other dudes.
No, it's definitely wrong. And that's why the question is it a make up or break up? You know, I think people, in all, like every single relationship out there, you've probably done something that was not right. It was probably wrong, and you get called on it, and you hopefully correct it, and then you understand what the boundaries are. If you don't step over those boundaries again, then everything should be good in the relationship's my thought.
So you guys are staying with?
Yeah, I am. A second offense, I'm out.
Y'all so soft.
Second offense, I'm out.
So soft in your old age.
Don't talk about my butt.
Sean is telling Jimmy why he needs to get out. Sean's on here from Boca. Why would you say you think it's only going to get worse, Sean?
Yeah, I think it's only going to get worse. There's really no good outcome from this. And something else I'm thinking about, too, it's not like she told her boyfriend she got caught.
Yeah.
Boom.
Maybe if she sat down and said, hey, my ex-boyfriend is texting me, that might be a different story. But she got caught about it. I think what makes it even worse.
Sean, I am with you. I don't know what Kevin and Virginia are thinking. They are soft.
Yeah, somebody in the chat room saying, yeah, she's, not sorry she did it. She's sorry she got caught, and that a lot of times is it. But at least she knows, hey, this ain't happening.
Especially, I would love to see what pictures she sent. She was all dolled up, took like 35 selfies to make sure she sent the perfect one. Oh, it's so annoying.
Well, she's thirsty. That's what she is.
Thirsty.
She is thirsty. She needs the attention. That's what it is. Some people are thinking that she's just holding on to Jimmy through the holidays, and afterwards he's going to get dropped like a bad habit.
Oh, I hope not.
Well, you know what, Jimmy? Why don't you go ahead and just start that off yourself then?
What?
Start off
You break it.
You initiate.
I could have said that a lot easier. I could have. You're right. You make fun of me. I get it.
Somebody just texted in and said, the keywords here are in the messages he saw. Time to bounce.
It's totally time to bounce.
Yeah. So, are there other ones where she wasn't as standoffish to the advances of her ex?
I know I got walls, but maybe you need to put a couple up, Ralston.
It's the holidays.
You have too many walls. We have not enough.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm saying. I never do good in the 9 o'clock hour.
8 o'clock wasn't that great either.
It wasn't. No, not been a good week.
We found something out the other day that I thought was kind of crazy. We were doing a round when you weren't here, Jay Bird, of Holiday Fact or Fiction. And one came up about a game called Hot Cockles. It was Fact or Fiction. Now, it sounds fun. I mean, hot cockles, you're like going, yes, count me in.
Who wants them cold?
Yes, I might be into this.
Is that to do with the heart? Cockling to the heart?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It's something they used to do in Victorian England.
Can you put the words back in?
I'm trying to.
And it's kind of crazy. Now, without saying what it is, are you in or are you out of a game of hot cockles?
I'm so in.
Okay.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
All right.
But you got a bad back.
Let's cockle
We can
it
still
up.
play hot cockles.
Yeah. Come on.
We can still play hot
I got to
cockles.
fight through this thing.
Okay. What does Jaber just agree to? We'll find out coming up next.
Did you miss a segment from the KVJ Show? Find it on kvjshow.com or soundcloud.com/KVJ Show.
All right, so let's make a quick line here, and then we'll all take a shot. Again, Jaybird, you judge after you've been hit by 3 people, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hot cockles.
All right, hold on, because I can hear Kevin moving, so don't do it yet. The experiment will be flawed. If you can, try to hit my chair a little bit more. If you can. Hey, no, 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, gosh, okay.
Okay, how fun is that? Oh my gosh, I mean, I think we have a new...
Now that's Christmas.
Now that nothing says Christmas like punching a child. I mean, hello Christmas, right? Am I right?
I hate hot cockles. I thought you guys were giving me a 3, 2, 1.
No, I think it's more fun because, like,
If
Christmas
you give
is
us
about
three-
surprises, right? It's about, like, I don't know what that gift is. It's
If we
a
give a
surprise.
3, 2, 1, you know who it is.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think? In order, who do you think it was that punched you in the arm, Jaybird, in our round of hot cockles?
Dennys 1.
Yes.
Kevin 2.
Yes.
Whoever hit 2 is a damn gorilla. And whoever was number 2, definitely, they have personal beef with me because I could feel it behind them.
They have personal beef.
And then the 3rd was Virginia because it was erratic and painful, but it wasn't smooth.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you got it. You are so good at hot cockles.
You win. Look
Yeah.
at you. You're a winner.
Uh-huh.
Kevin had something behind that one.
That wasn't for you. That was for somebody else.
For that time, you right there. There you go. Fun little game to play with your children this holiday. I loved it. You know who wouldn't like a game of hot cockles?
All I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is for Kevin to shut up.
Tell a man.
Kevin is smuggy. Kevin is rude. Kevin is a modern day Ebenezer Scrooge. Kevin is a stupid ass. He needs to stop talking. I hope Santa puts a lump of coal in his stocking. Stocking.
Aunt Ann, what's on your Christmas list?
To tell Kevin to shut up, cause he's a little bitch.
All Ann wants for Christmas this year
Is for Kevin to get run over by a reindeer.
Damn, Ann.
Yeah.
You a straight up G.
Keep that stupid ass Kevin away from me.
Kevin, Aunt Ann ripped you up on the mic.
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
All Ann wants for Christmas is
pies galore, pies galore, pies galore.
All Ann wants for Christmas is
pies galore. And have Kevin not talk anymore. Kevin is smuggy. Kevin is rude. Kevin is a modern day Ebenezer Scrooge. Kevin is a stupid ass. He needs to stop talking. I hope Santa puts a lump of coal in his stocking. Very smuggy.
Well, we've got a very special and honored guest with us here today that definitely wanted to acknowledge this because the feat is absolutely amazing. Jennifer Ross, who has...
Stop. Can I hit him first?
Yeah. Joe, I mean, yeah, she said we didn't let Jennifer play hot cockles.
I was like, look in the studio and you're getting the crap kicked out of you. I'm like, what's going on?
He likes it.
Wow, you guys, it's fun over here.
It's just silliness.
I didn't
It's just
mean to
silliness. No, please.
No, please interrupt us more.
Please. Yes.
Is this on TV? Because this outfit is like really atrocious. What are you wearing?
Walmart, $9.
Wow, I can tell. Okay, I'm sorry,
It is an adult onesie.
It is. Oh, is it?
And it's got blinky lights on that.
Actually, it's quite nice.
Well, thank you.
I'm impressed. If I could borrow it after you have it cleaned, it'd be nice.
What is mine?
I'll
is
definitely
yours.
have it cleaned.
I'll gladly give you anything.
Thanks for having me come by. And it's funny because, I mean, the reason I'm here is I'm celebrating an anniversary of putting this station on the air.
Ooh.
Actually, it didn't happen until February of next year. It would be 20. It'll be 40 years because we flipped the switch.
Gosh, that's amazing. 40 years ago.
Right, scary.
Now, and so when you came to town, just kind of give me a brief rundown. Now, Jennifer was on before we came here 5 years ago on RMF. And how many different times had you been on RMF? Because you were tiptoeing around a little bit, right?
Just twice.
Just twice.
Yeah, I went in between. It was RMF, then I went to Sunny, then I went back to RMF.
But that's kind of amazing because I know our old stations would never take us back. Like that's, I mean, they would not ever take
We
us
like
back.
to burn bridges.
Yes.
Okay, there was a caveat. There were different owners.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say the fact that you were here twice is amazing because we're one and done.
I remember listening to you as a little kid. I mean, I grew up in this area.
Really?
Yeah, I'm born and raised down here.
Jeez, things have changed.
I remember I would call.
Yeah.
There was this number you could call on the phone, and it had like all these jokes you could hear. And at the beginning, I remember Kevin Kitchen's voice being on there, and I thought your voice was on there too.
Probably.
And it would welcome, hey, thanks for calling the joke line, blah blah
That's
blah.
right. We used to do Jocular Tuesdays.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And as a kid, I would
Really
call
bad.
it.
You know, to me, it's such a testament to what you've done in your career here in South Florida that we will go out. People still will call Virginia Jennifer because and when I first came here. We were working at when I went to Wild 95.5. The corporate boss is like, "You can't go by Kevin." I'm like, "Well, my name is Kevin." And he said,
They wanted you to change your name?
It was a real big sticking point. I almost didn't take the job because they're like, you are not going on with the name Kevin because Kevin Kitchens is a legend in this market and people will think it is so disrespectful for you to use that name on the radio.
Holy
and I'm
cow.
like, they can look at my driver's license. I'm like,
my name.
It is my name. There's not only one Kevin that's ever been born.
Wow.
But
That's pretty impressive.
You guys made such an indent in those years together that it really it lives on for so many people.
You know what? It was almost a 17-year run.
Wow.
And it was, and I mean, you throw people together and the chemistry, if it's not there, it just doesn't work.
Oh, we know.
No.
And I mean, we fought like he was my big little brother, is what I would call him.
Mm-hmm.
He drove me nuts every day. He drove me nuts, and when he passed, it had a profound effect. Still to this day, had a profound effect on me.
Would you guys legit get into arguments behind the scenes?
Oh my God! There was once I quit on the air. He told me we had this girl, Karen Curtis, who does news over at 850 for us. Okay?
Wow, does our traffic.
Karen used to do traffic. And one day he was on this kick and he said, she could do your job a lot better. And he kept on, and he went on like all week.
Oh, my goodness.
So Thursday hit and I just looked at him and I threw the headphones down and I
Yeah.
went, Karen, land your ass now because you're taking over. I'm done. And I left.
How long did that take for you guys to make up?
About a week before he showed up. Now you got to remember, he lived in my driveway in his bus, so I had to see him every day.
So tell me about that. Okay, so that day you walked out and you were done for the day. You didn't come back on the air.
No,
Okay,
I didn't come back the next day. I walked.
Really?
And so that day, Kevin Kitchens drove his bus to your house. And
No, it was already parked at my house. He moved. Okay, he came back from San Diego and didn't have a house yet, so he parked his bus in my yard.
And after you quit on the air that day, he came and slept in his bus that night. So he's in your.
He was in my living room when I woke up from my nap. Yes, it was tough. And he was like, and I wouldn't talk to him. And he was like, "Yo, Jen, so what's for dinner?" This was the conversation. I just looked at him and I went, "McDonald's." And I said, "I'm not talking to you. Don't just shut up. Just get out." Wow. And so probably about 3 or 4 days later, he came into the kitchen and he was literally on his knees going, "Please come back." I said, so I videotaped it and made sure the whole world knew.
That's beautiful.
That's how tight y'all were, though.
Oh yeah, I would wake up from naps and he'd be laying down next to me. I'd be like, "What the hell? Get the strange men in my bed." We were very, very close. He is so, like I said, when he died, it was, people were like, "Oh my God, it's the end of the world." I said, "You have no idea the effect it had on me." Screwed me up for a while.
When I got to town, in fact, the job I am here because of that. The Wild 95.5 wasn't going to do a morning show because of it. They said you can't put a dent in what Kevin and Jennifer are doing, and so they didn't even try. They were just playing music.
Wow.
And then when
Never knew that.
Yeah, and then when he passed, they were like, "Okay, well maybe we have an opportunity," and so that's why when I came in and when I got to town a month or so later, his face was all over every bus, every city bus. It was every, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy. I'm like, and I got it. Why they didn't want me to use the name Kevin.
Yeah.
And I was scared to death when I first went on the radio. I'm like, this town is going to kill me. They are going to kill me. I was terrified.
You were the low budget Kevin.
Yeah, you were.
And he was the smaller version because Kevin was 6'8". I mean, Kevin was a giant.
Holy moly.
Oh, yeah, he was a big guy.
And I rolled into town at about 170 pounds.
5'11". They're going, "Who the hell are you?"
There's still stuff on YouTube of y'all from back in the day. If you search, there's
Really?
old clips on there. Yeah.
Wow.
It's just
I
unreal.
haven't even seen those.
So
Gotta go look.
40 years ago, you brought WRMF on the air. So it wasn't WRMF when you started?
No, it was a station called J98. And then we switched in, I want to say it was February 3rd what would be next year. Would
Gotcha.
be actually 40 years for the station switching. And they went from reel to reel, like music kind of format, to more or less a top 40 overnight. Wow. But they promoted the crap out of it. But I remember the call letters. Do you know why it's called WRMF?
It's a dude's name, right?
It's the owner, Richard M. Fairbanks.
Yeah, Richard Milhouse
WRMF.
That's right. Richard Milhouse Fairbanks was his name.
Uh-huh.
And he owned it. He had another station, two stations in Boston, WVBF, Virginia Baines Fairbanks.
Wow.
So
and the Fairbanks still live here, the family.
Mary,
Mary. I know Mary.
Mary is the granddaughter. She was funny because she came in as an intern once and we're like, "Spy." Why are you in the station? Great woman. Woman. She's still here. But other than that, I don't think any of the other Fairbankses are alive. Maybe her parents, but I mean, I only knew Mary.
Gotcha.
It's unreal. Here we are this last year, and we're like, oh, KVJ 20-year anniversary, and Jennifer Ross 40. So
Okay, I'm leaving on that note.
when you just think of the wow,
We're not
back
that
to work at
impressed.
my other station. By the way,
By the way,
they gave me a 10-minute break, and I'm probably just screwed everything up because I'm not over there. But thanks for having me.
Yes,
Of course.
Happy 20th. Happy
And-
40th in February, by the way. We
and
used to do a thing, by the way.
Yes.
It was RMF's birthday, but everybody else got the presents. So in February, why don't you do that for a month? Every day we gave away a gift to somebody else. Big gifts, like
That's
cars,
great.
condos, shopping
What
sprees, money.
What WRMF has done or did, especially in your era, was a great era. Sorry, I know you got to go. Was a great era of radio, And
It was the Camelot era. That's what we called it. There was never a budget.
Okay.
Just do what you
Wow.
had.
What is that?
It really was. It was. We need billboards, Jen, because I was marketing director, and I went, how many? I don't know. I want to see it every mile.
Oh,
And I'd
man.
go, okay. So I'd call up the billboard
Isn't that
company and say,
amazing?
we want 50 billboards, and that's what happened.
I think
we had
days of
I
radio.
think we had a billboard in 014.
Yeah, we did. That was
We have a bus.
Yeah.
That's it, a bus.
Okay.
I got to go, guys. Thank
All
you.
right.
Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Jennifer Ross. How about that 40-year anniversary?
It makes our 20 not seem so shiny.
It really, you're like going, 40.
Well, 20.
It's nothing.
We got a
but,
long
yeah.
road to hoe still.
She sets the bar.
Yeah.
Jennifer Ross has always been the bar of radio broadcasting in this market. And probably what she's done will never ever be topped by us or anyone else. And so it's
Still
just-
doing it.
Yeah, still doing it. Yeah, just down the hall from us with Bill Adams, and they've got a great show. They're on the AM, and you can check them out every single day.
Bill's a really nice dude. He plays guitar.
Yeah, he does.
We talk guitar when we're peeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Not really. You don't get it. You're not a guitarist.
And I
That's
don't
what
have a
guitar
penis.
players do. Yeah.
Drummers talk to each other when they're pooping. So, yeah.
There you go. It's amazing stuff.
Y'all band people are weird.
Yes, they are.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
The After the Show podcast is going to be coming up here in just a bit, live on YouTube. You can watch in just about 10, 15 minutes. We do it every single day, but you can get it on demand if you don't catch it live. Don't worry about it. Just go on there and find the KVJ Show. Go to YouTube, hit search KVJ Show, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon. And anytime we got a brand new video that's out, you can make sure you get an alert. So you'll be like, oh, let me go check it out. You'll never miss anything ever again. It's that easy, that lovely. We're going to get to it in just a bit. But before we do that, Jaybird, if you would, wrap us today with a thought.
You paying attention, Nikki?
I'm listening.
See you texting.
She always is.
Well, it was a song. I'm allowed to text during a song. What are you, the hall monitor?
He kind of is.
I'm going to give you a little Christmas slap.
It's time to, it's time to get positive. Here we go. Any fool can know. The point is to understand.
Yes.
If you don't understand, you are the fool.
Okay.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.